What's up, guys? JP here. Just want to do a Glock 17 versus Glock 19 video for you guys. Had posted one earlier on in my channel, and I just want to revisit it with this video and add some things on and hopefully better it for you guys so I can give you guys some better information. Before we get started, both of these guns have been safety checked. Alright guys, I'm not going to go too much into specs on these guns. I will provide a link at the bottom of this video that will take you directly to the Glock website, and on that website you can find in-depth information on the specs of these guns. So if you have any desire to do that, I'll put a link at the bottom of this video. I will say the Glock 19 holds 15 rounds and the Glock 17 holds 17 rounds. Now I'm going to move on to the size comparison of these two pistols. I'm going to try to get you guys the best views I can on this. So you can see the Glock 17 is on the right side and the Glock 19 is on the left side. Doing my own measurements on this, guys, the slide on the Glock 17 is about a half an inch bigger than the Glock 19. Okay guys, let's see if I can get you guys a good view of the grips together. And as I said with the slide, the grip on the Glock 17 is about a half an inch bigger than the Glock 19. You guys can see that. The grip is a little bigger. Line these up for you guys. That's the front of the grips, guys, for you guys. See that Glock 17 grip sticks out just a little bit. Now I'll show you guys how the Glock 19 fits in my hand. As you can, I don't know if you guys can tell really good, but my pinky doesn't really fall into that finger groove. I don't know if it's because I have large hands, but it fits. It goes over that lip just a little bit. So with the Glock 17, I can get a full grip on the gun. My pinky will fall right onto that finger groove. So I don't know if that helped you guys out, but let's try to show you guys that. Alright guys, just wanted to answer a few questions that I get quite often from viewers and from people I know. Which one is more accurate, the Glock 17 or the Glock 19? And I always tell them accuracy is subjective. It's subjective to the individual. Maybe you shoot the Glock 17 better because you can get a better grip on it. Maybe you shoot the Glock 19 because you can get a better grip on it. It's all subjective to the individual, so my best bet to tell you guys is to get to a range, rent the guns if you can, to see which one you shoot the best. That's going to be your best bet, guys, is to actually shoot the guns, to actually hold them in your hands, get a feel for them. That's going to be your best bet, guys. For me personally, I shoot the Glock 17 better. That's just due to me being able to get a better grip on the gun. I still shoot the Glock 19 just as well. I shoot the Glock 17 just a little bit better. It's not a huge difference though, guys, so I wouldn't worry too much about accuracy with these two guns. But like I said, if it's going to bother you a lot, get to a range, try to rent these two, or if you have a friend or a family member that has one of these guns, see if you can borrow it from them and test it out at the range. Another question that I get is, which one has more recoil? Now these are 9mm, guys, so we're not talking a huge difference in recoil. And honestly, shooting both of these guns side by side, there's such a minuscule amount of recoil in both. I mean, I mean, if I had to say, the Glock 17 probably recoils less because it's heavier, but we're not even talking nothing noticeable, guys. So I wouldn't go too much depth into that, guys. The last question that I get quite often is, which gun do I prefer? That also leads me into my next section. If I could only have one, the Glock 17 or the Glock 19? That's a pretty hard question for me, guys. The very first gun that I got was a Glock 17. It was a Generation 3 Glock 17. That was the very first firearm that I ever owned. I actually ended up trading that one in because I liked the grips on the Gen 4s better, and I shot the Gen 4 better. So that was why I traded the Gen 3 for the Gen 4. But with all that said, I have a big appreciation for the Glock 17. It was the first handgun that I ever owned, the first firearm that I ever owned. So a lot of appreciation for the Glock 17. With all that being said, if I could only own one of them, the Glock 17 or the Glock 19, I'm going to have to go with the Glock 19. The main reason why is I think it's a better all-around pistol. Small enough to carry comfortably, and also big enough to have as a home defense gun. And another plus of the Glock 19 is it holds the Glock 17 magazines, which I've always thought was a big plus. Just sticks out a little bit. And that would be if I can only own one of these guns. I would have to go with the Glock 19. Now, if you're in the market for the Glock 17 or the Glock 19, if you're in the market for these two pistols and you're trying to decide which one you want to get, like I've said in the past in this video, my best suggestion to you, if you really want to see which one you shoot the best, which one that feels the best to you, is to try to get to a gun store or a gun range and feel the gun out, and if possible, if you can rent one of the guns and test it out to see if you like it. It'd be best if you could rent the Glock 17 and the Glock 19. But that would be my best advice: would to try to get to a gun shop, feel the guns out, try to get some range time with them, and that's going to be your best bet. You could watch this video all day, but until you do those things, it's not going to really mean too much to you, you know? And both of these guns are going to be reliable, and they're going to last you a long time. As long as you take care of them, they're going to take care of you. Glock 17 is a great home defense gun. Some people carry it with a good holster. Definitely can carry this with a good holster. Glock 19, great carry weapon, great home defense weapon, and a great all-around pistol. That's what I always say. Like I said, guys, try to get to a range, try to get to some gun shops, feel around. That's going to be your best bet. Alright, guys, just want to close out with this by saying thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, definitely put them in the comments. Try to answer them as much as I can. Hope this video helped you guys out. It's always fun talking about these guns and how to mount. So, alright, guys, JP signing off. Thank you guys for watching.